Some of my favourite rhythm platforming games are games where there's a synergy between the music, the visuals, and the way how you're triggering effects so that it all comes together to give you this constantly rolling dopamine effect. And that's exactly what Beat Blitz does, which is a new rhythm platforming game that comes out on Steam on the 24th of October this year. In Beat Blitz, you are playing as a rolling avatar that is trying to get through a level, and there's 12 in total, that are chiptune songs, kind of reminding me of Monster Cat. And the idea of this is that you only have one button or one mouse click to press, and that allows your character to jump. As you collect collectibles that basically plot out the path that you need to take through the levels, each collectible triggers a note that attributes itself to the overarching melody and chorus of the song as it's going through. And that's what gives you this constantly rolling dopamine. Because not only are you getting happy because you've made the precise movement, but you also get an audio and a visual feedback to kind of say, yes, you're doing well, isn't this good? Well done, good boy player, good boy, and kind of continue on through the game as you play. And I love that kind of style of gameplay mechanics that just rewards the player for everything that you do. Beat Blitz has 12 songs. They're broken up into 25% sectors, and after every 25% sector it's like a checkpoint, so if you die you respawn back there. And there's a couple of interesting quirks with this. So after every 25% hole, the visual style of the game changes, and it's designed to try and catch you out. So sometimes the visuals start to glitch, sometimes they negative the colours, or they start to kind of look a bit psychedelic. It's all designed to catch you out. And it's interesting that every level that you go through is rated on length, but also the amount of collectibles that are on there, the amount of objects you need to avoid. But there's a chaos meter, and I transcribe that as to visual chaos of things going on the screen. Speaking of objects that you need to avoid though, there's plenty of them. So there's spikes everywhere, so far so rhythm platforming, jumps as well, there are bounce pads, but the key one here for me, and it's the one that caused me the most deaths by far, is the gravity flipper. Oh yes. And the idea is because quite often when you're going down, there's spikes next to it and you don't often have to actually jump, you just tumble down. And so you get used to tumbling down and jumping up. And then when gravity flips, it's the other way around, so you're tumbling up and jumping down. And because all of the achievements in this game pretty much are tied to get an S+ rank on every song, that means you can't die, but you have to collect every single collectible. And so you can get to 80% of the way through the song, and then it will start flipping you around with all of these gravity switches, and then you just make one wrong move and then it's not an S+ rank anymore. Doesn't matter, because a quick respawn allows you to then go through meterly and survive the song, and surviving a song just means that you get to unlock a future song to play. But yeah, if you're wanting those S+ ranks, you need to memorise the layouts, remember exactly when you should be jumping and when you shouldn't be jumping, because it will be tricky. And that's really where the hardcore element of Beat Blitz comes in. I didn't find the core game to be particularly hard, but if you want those S+ ranks to get them Steam achievements, that's where the hardcore element comes in. Really enjoyed the soundtrack, really enjoyed the fact as well that you unlock different avatars and they totally change the visual style of things as well. So there's a pixel version that turns it all into an 80s Amiga arcade game. There was one where it's a rave where everything is bouncing and it's constantly spewing out colours everywhere, and those colours get amplified as you go through the song, so it becomes more difficult to see what's going on. There's one that kind of flips the colour contrast so that it's a totally different visual style depending on how you play. It's all quite cute and cool. Doesn't massively affect the gameplay, but it's that kind of style and easing your eyes in that keeps you on your toes with that. And yeah, it's just one of those games that's really easy to pick up and play, but will give you a meaty challenge if you want to get those S+ ranks. So that's Beat Blitz. Thumbs up from me. I think any rhythm platformer player will enjoy this, especially because it's just a one-click or one-press pony, but its level design takes that into account so that it's tricky in a good way. Written review will be over on higherplayinggames.com. Any comments or questions, leave them down below. Cheers. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/HigherPlaneNetwork. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.